I'm here with my really good friend Scott. He's an amazing mentor and coach. I've just spent 3 days here learning from him and Shakir Hussain around internet marketing. And I really wanted to just ask you a few questions, if I may, Scott.
Sure.
So, if you could just start by telling us, how did you get started in life when it comes to being financially independent?
My route to financial independence started at an early age, like with a newspaper route, doing mowing lawns, things like that. But as I grew up, after college years, I started doing real estate investing. And I've been a real estate investor now for 35 years. And I started by maybe flipping a couple homes, doing some rental homes, some lease options, things like that. And it just grew, and I stick with it. And over time, it put me into retirement at an early age.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So then what was life like once you'd retired on property?
I can't even tell you. The secret to making a retirement in real estate is cash flow. Don't let anybody tell you about flipping. It's about holding. It's having properties to let and making money come in every single month. That is the secret. And so that's what I have. All kinds of rental property. Why? Because when the economy goes bad, I still get the income. Right? When we have a inflationary period, rents go up.
So of course.
So I have an inflation adjuster.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
so yeah, that's what I recommend to anybody is you flip for cash and you hold for cash flow.
Right.
And then you just go rotate between them.
Right.
So you get your down payment money
right.
from your flips, and then you get your cash flow from your holds.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So clearly you didn't need more money. It sounds like
right.
you were successful, you were financially independent. What got you even considering looking at internet? What got you even considering online marketing, this whole arena? Because the 3 days I've spent with you, you've shared so much, and I've been working as a digital marketer for over 10 years, right? And I learned stuff from you that I'm just oh my, I can't believe I didn't even think of these things or even know of these things, or even I've been in the industry, working in corporates, working in agencies, and I didn't even know this stuff. And I'm oh my God, how is it possible? What is it that drew you out of being financially independent in retail to then look at doing something else?
Well, part of it is because I had some time on my hands, right? So I started thinking, what would I like to do with my time? And I couldn't help but notice that the internet has taken over everything. Right? You tell me one store that isn't online.
That's true.
The insanity over the online shopping. So I thought, how are people making money online? I started researching it, and I found that there's a type of marketing that you can do online that will help people basically, how do I say, turnkey. It's like a business in a box, And I found a system that you could just follow and plug and play, and the rest is history, and I made money from that, and I decided to give back, and that's why I teach these workshops. It helps people understand how to make money online.
Wow. And in terms of the amount of time and effort it takes for people to learn and then be successful, because you've trained loads of people, right?
Right.
How long does it take? How technical does a person need to get? How easy is it for anybody to get started if they don't know much?
Well, I will say this. It depends on who's teaching you. It depends on who your mentor is. It depends on the system that you're using. But let's just say people are using the system that we're using, that I've told you about.
Right.
Then anybody with zero experience can be taught how to do this, because 90% of everything is done by other people.
Wow.
And so that's really called leverage. It's leverage of people's efforts and other people's time. So people working jobs can actually do this business while they have a job, because it only takes maybe an hour or two a week,
Right.
But I'd like to say, if you had an hour a day that you could invest in putting some effort into learning and turning the switch, so to speak, well, then you can do this.
Right. And so any property investors out there that have a successful portfolio, what would you say to them about the advantage of getting into online marketing? Is it worth it for you?
Okay, that's a really good question. My answer to that is, coming personally, you'd never want to put all your eggs in one basket. as much and as well as I'm doing in real estate, it's a basket. And I believe in multiple baskets. So I want to watch then multiple baskets grow. So internet is wonderful. You know, if I wanted to sell my properties, I can sell them online, right? So if I want to buy more properties, I need to go online. But if I want to do marketing online, I can let other people do it for me. And that's what this system you and I are involved with, is other people doing the work.
Fantastic.
Love it.
Thank you so much. I really look forward to learning more at the next mastermind or workshop or event we're at. And if you want to learn about the very system that Scott's been talking about, then you know where to find me, get in touch, and I'll be happy to share. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, Farhan.